order, but we do not have a quorum, therefore we can't make any approvals or anything, but we will hear the reports and we'll go through the process. We just want to approve anything. If you will, bow your heads and I'll say a word of prayer. Our most gracious, kind Heavenly Father, we just ask that you be with Commissioner Brown, Father. We understand that he's had an accident, and we just ask that you be with him. Oh Lord, what a godly man he is. We just can't thank you enough for his presence that we've had over the many years up here. So we ask that you bless him one more time, Father. Father, we just ask that you go with us and lead us and guide us and direct us in everything that we do, so that we'll make the right decisions concerning your children and your country and your world that we represent. Father, we just ask that you bless us in many ways. In Christ's name I pray. Amen. We can't approve any minutes, so we'll defer that to next month. Animal control.
I don't have anything to add to my report. It's hot.
Oh, boy.
It's definitely hot.
We keeping them cool.
We're trying. No welfare checks at this time.
All right. Any questions for animal control? Hearing none. Sheriff, you're up.
Okay, in the month of May, we controlled 63,679, and I know that doesn't include my mileage, but still over 2,000 miles every day. Hard on the cars, but we feel like that's what we need to do. Investigations, 508, traffic accidents, 84 total, motorist assist, 66, domestic, 15, escorts, non-arrest, 31, transports in custody, 42, traffic stops, 139, 911, 119, 961 calls. Drug task force in the month of May was 9 investigations, 3 which were previously convicted felons. There was 1 vehicle seized, as well as $4,373 that was seized. Again, it's your usual marijuana, crystal, methamphetamine, or ice, cocaine, crack cocaine, 1,060 doses of prescribed medication, heroin, and fentanyl were seized. And I'll throw this in, it's not really on the report, but Chief called me yesterday. And you want to tell them, Mickey, about the court officer?
Yeah, we had a gentleman try to come through the courthouse with about a quarter ounce of fentanyl. Fortunately, ran through the X-ray machine, so we found it, so, but quite a bit.
Quarter ounce fentanyl probably kill everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, kill
Several
everybody.
Yeah.
So kudos to our court officers. They did what you'll see here in a minute with 1,000-2,000 every month coming through them, so it could easily slip by if you weren't really doing the job. In the jail, there was a total number of 375. There was 28,610 meals that were served at $1 per meal. Admissions that came into us was $13,406.13. And speaking of the court docket, in the month of May, on the docket was 1,371 actual individuals that came into our courts that month, 2,404. So see how easily somebody could slip into something. Thankfully, they were on their toes and doing their job. And I might say this too, a lot of courts do not, for courtroom security, do not necessarily have certified officers, but all ours are. They can go out on patrol or do whatever, they're all certified officers.
Any questions for the sheriff? Hearing none, EMA report.
I don't have anything to add to the report, other than in the last committee meeting, it was brought up and passed to go to commission as our hazardous mitigation plan was approved by FEMA. This was probably about a 2 or 3 month process. We actually had to resubmit some things to get that approved, which we did. So that, just a quick summary of what that does, it helps us be eligible for federal funding in case of man-made or other disasters that may happen here in Bedford County. That also includes our communities and our cities. It includes the county, the city of Cheville, Bell Buckle, Normandy, Ward Trace, and our school systems also. That just makes us eligible. It's a requirement by the state and the federal system that we do that. It's updated, well, it's redone every 5 years, but updated every year. So that makes it available for us to get funding. I do know that as starting next year, if you want what they call PA, which is public assistance, we know we're always looking, we have something happens here, getting numbers in from various people about what it costs for that particular incident or disaster here. The reason why we do that, we have a number to meet here in our county, and the state also has a number to meet, a statewide number. If those two are met, we are eligible for having, you see where the president declares something a national natural disaster or whatever, that opens funding up. But that's why it's important that we work together to get that number and things in. So just wanted to say something about that. That's what that was earlier, was to get that. It has to be approved by our commission. It also has to be approved by our cities of Normandy, Ward Trace, Bell Buckle, and they've been notified of that, and they're going to do their own amendments and pass those during their community meetings. So we have to supply that also. So I just want to say that.
So how was this weekend? You had Bell Buckle, you had Shelbyville, and now you got the car show this week.
Right,
Kind of busy. Yeah.
Last weekend, we had a small dilemma. We had 2 events going on in Bedford County. We had the RC Moon Pie Festival in Bell Buckle, and we had Juneteenth celebration
Right.
down here. We were supporting Bell Buckle, however, I did swing through, make sure everything looked all right, didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
Right.
Everything was fine. I talked to the commissioner, and she was here and said that they were pleased with the turnout and so forth. So, of course, this coming weekend, they talked about it the meeting before, the car show. We're expecting probably several people for that. It's a big thing here also. So yeah, events are starting to pick up. You know, we have a small horse show here.
Yeah,
Next
it's
couple of
gonna,
months.
yeah.
And,
Well, there's a horse show this weekend.
oh, well, there's,
So,
yes, but we have a lot of people over there. So, and but yeah, we got a lot of things going on, and everything went well this past
It
weekend.
did, thank you.
Mhm.
Yes.
And one other thing, talking about the car being up here on the square, do you remember the times that they're gonna shut down the square? It's posted today, but I don't remember what.
I believe it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
5
Actually,
a.m.
part of the square is gonna be shut down Friday night. Is that correct, Anna?
That's for another car show. No.
Later after that, though,
Oh,
to
later.
help set up.
Yeah, like 9 o'clock. I
Right.
don't know if we're gonna-
That's gonna be like on the inside. You'll still be able to think to travel around. But I think it's 5 o'clock that it shuts down the main roads.
On Friday?
Saturday morning.
Saturday, so the road will still be open around the square.
On Friday night up until 5 a.m. Saturday morning.
Okay, and then they're gonna shut down the whole square, so as long as we get that word out and people know they can't drive around here and so.
And they did go to the businesses around the
Yes.
square and pass out flyers and tell them what that was doing and encourage them to open because they would have people. So we're not saying, close your doors and stay away. We're actually trying to make it a good thing for them also. So I know, like you said, that there's a vending, food
And
trucks and craft.
Food trucks
yeah.
and another event, it's Mary Maker something. Help me out, Anna. What's the name of the group on the
Marketplace.
marketplace?
Market,
Yeah.
Maker's Market.
Maker Market. So, it's great with 2 events. She had it first. She saw the potential to share. She moved her event smaller, brought in the larger. So that's the kind of spirit we want to keep within our new development of town, especially promoting the tourism dollars.
And just on the back end, closing at 5 a.m., the event ends around noon. The roads will be open as soon as possible, as soon as they can clear the area of any of them,
But the lower event goes to
all day,
all day.
into the afternoon.
We just need to make sure we get the word out, as y'all know, clerk's office over there where everybody gets their tags, and it's the end of the month, and that's when everybody puts to get their tags, and it's on Saturday, so they'll have to park in the back. You know, they're not gonna be closed, by no means.
Right.
So these people will know they're still open, but they have to park in the back. All right. Juvenile detention.
I don't have anything to add to my report unless you guys have questions.
You know, I know y'all have talked about the,
I sent her a message about
Right.
the question.
yeah, and I'm just, when does that take effect? Or it has it already?
Was gonna start it for the fiscal year for all
For
of
the
the
fiscal,
counties, so it
okay.
would be July
Right.
1st. So
And
we'll
that keeps them
send all our
straight.
contracts out and change that number. But I did just a few months. I did February, March, and April for Coffee County, and that would have given us an additional $1,092 for this year. And then Lincoln County would have been $559 for that same 3-month period. I just did a quarter for each, and that's about the difference it would be.
Okay.
That'll help some.
Yeah. Any questions for juvenile? All right, and none, we'll move into the probation.
Nothing to add to the report, but I do kind of want to echo what the sheriff was saying about court security. We work closely with them in the court, and we've had to call on them a couple of times and for assistance in our office, and they've always been good professionals. So we appreciate everything they do for us.
Let me ask you a question, because everybody that visits his office, they have to come through that same door to get to him.
through that front.
So there's only one way
Correct.
into the sheriff's office.
Well,
Well, I mean, to the public,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, all our clients have to come through the standards out front. This is actually the second instance one of our clients brought in a pipe and with some THC in it. And security all that, so.
I'm glad that that's on top of that. All right, like I said, we can't approve anything, we don't, open the report, so they'll be put on next month, and we'll approve this one as well. Any old business or new business that we need?
And the announcements have been made, so.
We made a lot of announcements. We can adjourn the meeting. Thank y'all for listening.
It's a good committee to me.